Congress of the People have raised concerns on the recent motion that was passed in Parliament on the land question. COPE says it stands for Responsible Land Reform Programme and shall never mislead people for cheap popularity with the aim of winning votes. We now cross live to Bloemfontein, where the Deputy President of COPE, Willie Madisha, is addressing the media.
A constitutional review process on the matter, and we will be mobilizing like-minded forces to make our submissions when the right time comes. We are confident that by the 30th of August 2018, this year, we shall be proven right once again. And I will, once again, before we finish, refer you to a number of what justices in the past have been able to evolve. Now, secondly, on stoking on racial hatred, we have noted with interest how the ANC and the EFF are stoking racial hatred in the country by dividing the country between the so-called our people. Permit me to emphasize, our people and the rest. This is a short-sighted approach aimed at 2019 of us to build a future where there is no white domination and black domination. As COPE, we are going to embark on a process of consultations with our patriotic stakeholders, the NGOs, CBOs, and other political parties to discuss and develop a response to the threats to the Constitution of the Republic and the nation building. Now, the third point is around the narrative of a stolen land. We agree with ANC that the narrative of a stolen land is a false narrative. We call on the ANC to pronounce themselves unambiguously and as to whether they have now changed historical policy and abandoned the Freedom Charter in favor of the racist rhetoric of both EFF and PAC. In closing, we want to remind all South Africans that COPE is home for all the people, black and white, who want to achieve responsible land reform and build a prosperous nation. I earlier on, of course, spoke about a number of institutions that went through this whole thing as an example. And I can give you an example of the former justices of the Constitutional Court, the Parliament's high-level panel report, the Land Reform and Human Rights Research Institutions, and all of them have come up and agreed with the position that COPE is putting before us. And the major problem that we are faced with is that when Mr. Lokota was about to speak, he was simply shouted down, and as such, the position of COPE could not be understood. But thank you very much.
Maybe to just add one area, that as the Congress of the People, we note with great concern the murder of a farmer, Derek Steenkamp, in the Vredefort area, and we condemn this with the strongest terms, this inhuman act that has been happening there. And we also believe this is also as a result of this racial talk that is all over the country. And we want to appeal to South Africans that let's be calm and handle this. We know it's painful, we know it's not right, and we condemn it as the Congress of the People. And we also want to call to the government to quickly investigate this, bring the culprits to book, and we are expecting the president to condemn this racial tension. South Africa, we are supposed to live in harmony. And as COPE, we are for a harmony, racial harmony. We are not for all these. So we are saying to the farmers who are with you, we want to pass our condolences as the Congress of the People to the family and the friends and the colleagues of Dirk Steenkamp in Vredefort. I thank you.
Coming out there of that media briefing in Bloemfontein by a COPE leader, Willie Madisha, with regards to the issues around land reform, as well as the policies and the new policies that are set to be put in place.